Mexico. Hello, my name is Paula Andrea Narvaez. Now I'm going to talk about the Mexican culture and specific about Mexican dances. Mexico has a long and rich tradition of dance. This includes the dance performed by indigenous groups such as the Aztecs and Mayans, as well as dances brought by the Spanish and other Europeans beginning as early as the 15th century. The early Amerindian dances include ritual and secular dances. The many European dance influences included ballroom styles such as the vals, the chotis, and the polka. Today, Mexican folk dance groups or grupos folclóricos perform representative dances from a variety of states and regions of Mexico. One of the most famous dance troupes in Mexico es el Ballet Folclórico de México, directed by Amalia Hernández. In Colombia, there are not many groups that devote themselves to do Mexican folkloric dance, but for 10 years I belonged to one of them, called Compañía de Danza Folclórica Nacional e Internacional Colombia Amiga de Gustavo Malagón, who differs, among other things, for investigating and to spread the Mexican folklore in our country. Then, it's my intention to show you our spectacle of Mexican dance, called México Ayer, Hoy y Siempre, and to be telling you something of the history of each represented dance. Mexico City. Concheros is the word used to refer to the groups of religious dancers who execute the dance of the concheros, dance of the tradition, Aztec dance, or sometimes also so-called dance of the conquest. Principally, two histories exist about the origin of the word concheros. The first one affirms that during the epoch of the colony, the musical indigenous instruments were prohibited for being considered to be sacrilegious. Then, the Indian began to explore the European instruments of string, and there arises an instrument similar to the mandolin, made with the shell of an armadillo. This mandolin of shell begins to accompany the dance, and then these dances were started calling concheros. Nowadays, there has recovered the use of ancient Mexican instruments as the huehuelt, the teponaztli, the ayacastli, and the ayoyotes or chachayotes or coyotes. The second talk about that the term conchero refers to the ayoyotes or chachayotes that are the bands of shells that they are tied in their ankles. Michoacán. Michoacán or Michoacán de Ocampo is one of the 31 constituent states of Mexico. The name Michoacán derives from the Nahuatl meaning place of the people who have fish. The dance of the old men, or danza de los viejitos, is a dance in Michoacán. It's a humorous dance where the dancers wear masks of the old people along with hair typical clothing of campesino. The dance has lost its original meaning and has now come to represent the richness of life expressed in a dance as a gift to baby Jesus, since they could not afford to give him anything else. The dance is done several times a year during religious holidays. The Boda Tarasca. Though few persons know the characteristics of these ceremonies, it ensues from a great interest that in some communities there continue carrying out the pure mariage, of a form very similar to the one that originally was released, preserving this way with great pride the customs and mystical traditions that connect to the Tarascan culture, which form an important part of this unknown Mexico. San Luis Potosí. San Luis Potosí, commonly called SMP or simply San Luis, is the capital of the Mexican state of San Luis Potosí. The Petenera is one of the songs more evocative and melancholic that exist in the music of San Luis. It's a popular air similar to the folk song of Malaga, with which there are sung couplets of 4 verses with 8 syllables. The Petenera refers to a mermaid who encants men, and is at once a song that talks about marriage issues, loves, and hates. Tamaulipas. The capital of Tamaulipas is Ciudad Victoria. Other important cities include Reynosa, Matamoros, Nuevo Laredo, and Tampico. The huapango or huasteca is the name of a Mexican musical style and the accompanying lively dance of mestizo origin that is especially popular in the lands along the Gulf of Mexico. When the players sing, the violin stops, and the zapateo, heels rolling on the floor, softens. The huapango is danced by men and women as couples. The men sing, the women don't. A very popular huapango is el jerreque, but in this moment you are going to see the huapango version of Ojalá que llueva café by the Mexican group Café Tacuba. Veracruz. Veracruz, formerly Veracruz de Ignacio de la Llave, is bordered by Tamaulipas to the north, the Gulf to the east, Tabasco to the southeast, Oaxaca and Chiapas to the south, and Puebla, Hidalgo, and San Luis Potosí to the west. The capital is Jalapa. Other important cities include Veracruz, Coatzacoalcos, and Orizaba. Veracruz holds a special place in Mexican culture. Anything that came from Spain had to go through Veracruz. Music, art, dance, people, fashion, all passed their first Mexicanity filter there. Accompaniment is provided by other string instruments, and the most common selection is la bamba. Regarded as the Veracruz anthem, la bamba is just as popular as the famous hot dance for Mexicans. The song was definitely composed in Veracruz, but the strong Cuban accent can be perceived in the rhythm. Dancing is Spanish license. It's a courtship dance where partners take turns to execute an intricate foot-stomping routine while tying a ribbon into a bow. Jalisco. Fun to say and even more fun to listen to, many people consider mariachi music to be the music that best represents Mexican culture. Mariachi is the Mexican folk music and distinguished from other types of music by the instruments, attire, and the songs themselves. El Son de la Negra is a popular mariachi song composed in 1926 in Nayarit and originally dedicated to Albina Luna Perez, referred as La Negra. The song has gained fame all around the world, immediately referring Mexican culture. The Jarabe Tapatío, known in English as the Mexican Hot Dance, is the title of the musical piece and the dance that accompanies it, which is accorded the title of the national dance of Mexico. In Spanish language, Jarabe is a sort of dance, and the adjective Tapatío indicates something from Guadalajara, Jalisco.